The Squirrel Who Was Afraid of the Dark. Once upon a time, in a valley filled with green trees, there lived a little squirrel. His name was Buddy. Buddy was afraid of being alone in the dark at night. Every night, when the valley was covered in darkness, Buddy would stay sadly inside his home. One day, Buddy heard a sound outside. "Hello, Buddy," said a brave cat. "My name is Whiskers. Why do you look so sad?" Buddy, with tears in his eyes, said, "I'm afraid of the dark." Whiskers, with confidence, said, "Don't be afraid, we can walk together in the dark." Buddy admired Whiskers' bravery, but he was still scared. "But how will we find our way in the dark?" he asked. Whiskers replied kindly, "Let's go get the lantern from my house. The lantern will light up the dark." Buddy, feeling a bit braver, said, "Okay, let's go get the lantern." Together, they started walking deeper into the valley. They saw owls in the tall big trees. The owls were looking at them with big curious eyes. There were cute rabbits playing in the bushes and playful foxes. The sky was filled with bright stars. Buddy said, "Wow, the stars are so beautiful. I never knew there were so many stars because I never went out at night before." Whiskers laughed and said, "In a few days, the moon will be out too. We can walk again then. The moonlight makes the valley look so beautiful." They continued walking on the path under the trees. Buddy felt safe with Whiskers by his side, but he was still a little afraid of the dark. "Whiskers, is your house far away?" he asked. Whiskers replied, "Not much further. See, there is nothing to be afraid of. Let's keep walking together." From a distance, they saw the lights of Whiskers' house. Whiskers shouted with joy, "We're here." Whiskers' house was under a big oak tree. There were flowers in the garden and a tiny pond. Buddy loved the garden and the house. He said to Whiskers, "You have such a beautiful home. I'm glad I walked here with you." Whiskers went inside and brought out the lantern. The lantern glowed with a warm yellow light and lit up everything around them. "Now, we can walk safely in the dark," he said, handing the lantern to Buddy. Buddy took the lantern and took a deep breath. He felt much better now. "Are you ready?" asked Whiskers. Buddy, feeling a bit more courageous, said, "Yes, I'm ready." They started walking back. The lantern's light illuminated their surroundings. The trees, flowers, and the path looked just like they did during the day. They saw colorful butterflies sleeping on the flowers by the path. Buddy had never seen sleeping butterflies before. He was surprised and very happy. Whiskers said, "Don't hold the lantern too close, or the light will wake up the butterflies." Buddy exclaimed, "Wow, the dark isn't so scary after all." Whiskers smiled and said, "See, the dark isn't so bad." Buddy realized that his fear was turning into curiosity and a desire to explore. As Buddy and Whiskers continued their nighttime walks in the valley, Buddy's heart grew braver and braver. As the lantern's light revealed the beauty hidden in the dark, Buddy realized there was nothing to fear. Darkness was just the absence of light. Everything around was the same as it was in the daytime. Nothing had changed. On their way back, they enjoyed the night view of the valley. The owls' songs, the twinkling stars, and the gentle breeze made them feel how special the night was. When they arrived at Buddy's door, Buddy looked at Whiskers with gratitude. "Thank you, Whiskers," he said. "You helped me overcome my fear of the dark. Now I understand the dark better, and I'm not afraid anymore." Whiskers smiled and said, That's what friendship is, buddy. Together we can overcome even the biggest fears. After that night, Buddy and Whiskers went for a walk in the valley every evening. Darkness was no longer something scary for Buddy. It was a sign of new adventures. Every evening, they discovered different things in the valley, made new friends, and walked side by side under the moon and stars that lit up the night. And so, for Buddy, the dark transformed from something frightening to a story of friendship filled with stars. Every night, the little squirrel Buddy and the brave cat Whiskers celebrated their friendship and courage, and fell asleep peacefully under the stars in the sky.